For centuries, trade routes have been more than just ways to move goods. They have carried culture, ideas, and human connections, bringing communities together across mountains and deserts. Today, that legacy continues with the construction of a new strategic road that could once again reshape Central Asia's future. In August 2025, work began on the Barskoon-Bedel highway, a new road linking Kyrgyzstan's Issyk-Kul region with China's Xinjiang province. The road will cover 125 to 150 kilometers of difficult mountain terrain and include two major tunnels, one 5.5 kilometers long under Suk Pass and another 3.8 kilometers long under the snow-covered Ashushu Pass. These tunnels will ensure year-round usability. Built by the China Road and Bridge Corporation, the project is due for completion in 2030. Once operational, it will become Kyrgyzstan's third major crossing into China, reducing freight journeys by more than 500 kilometers and around 12 hours of travel. It is expected to boost trade and tourism and strengthen Kyrgyzstan's role in China's Belt and Road Initiative. This highway follows an ancient route once used by Silk Road caravans over Bedel Pass. For centuries, traders, explorers, and even early Christian missionaries traveled this way. The pattern is familiar. Roads and trade networks often open new doors for people, ideas, and the gospel into hard-to-reach regions. Alongside the highway, the China-Kyrgyzstan-Uzbekistan railway is also being built. It will connect Kashgar in Xinjiang with Andijan in Uzbekistan, passing through Kyrgyzstan. In April 2025, work began on tunnels through the Fergana Mountains, showing major progress. The railway will stretch 523 kilometers, 213 in China, 260 in Kyrgyzstan, and 50 in Uzbekistan. It will give Kyrgyzstan its first direct rail link to China and cut delivery times to Europe by up to 7 days. Together, the highway and railway are turning Kyrgyzstan from a landlocked bottleneck into a vital crossroads, bridging east and west. Beyond trade, they could reconnect communities long divided by mountains and harsh weather. Kyrgyzstan's position is strategic, a landlocked country surrounded by China, Russia, Kazakhstan, Tajikistan, and Uzbekistan, making it an important player in regional trade and politics. The Barskoon-Bedel highway, as part of China's BRI, holds great economic promise, but also touches on sensitive regional issues, especially the situation of the Uyghur minority in Xinjiang. The Uyghurs are a Turkic-speaking Muslim group who mainly live in Xinjiang. In recent years, they have faced severe human rights abuses. Reports from groups like Amnesty International say over 1 million Uyghurs have been sent to re-education centers where they face political indoctrination, forced assimilation, and sometimes torture. Even simple expressions of culture or faith can lead to punishment. China says its policies are meant to fight extremism and promote development, but critics highlight the heavy human cost. Projects like the Barskoon-Bedel highway show how progress and human rights are closely connected. From a Christian perspective, the significance of these projects goes beyond trade and transport. In Kyrgyzstan, only 3.7% of the population are Christians. In Xinjiang, fewer than 1% have access to the gospel. These new routes could provide openings for mission and prayer. Open Doors reports that many believers in Kyrgyzstan often face social pressure and persecution from families and communities. Sharing faith here requires sensitivity, wisdom, and courage. Yet history shows that the gospel often traveled along trade routes. What was once a dusty trail for Silk Road believers is now becoming a modern road of new opportunity. This is a call for compassion and advocacy, for the Uyghurs, for protection of local believers, and for wisdom in mission. Though the Barskoon-Bedel highway is being built for trade, it may also serve God's greater plan to bring hope and light to Central Asia and beyond. As workers, traders, and travelers use these new roads, new opportunities for gospel witness may appear. Just as the Silk Road carried both merchants and missionaries, this modern route could become a bridge for prayer, compassion, and connection. The prophet Isaiah wrote, "In the wilderness, prepare the way for the Lord, make straight in the desert a highway for our God." As tunnels and roads cut through the mountains, may they also prepare pathways for the gospel, through prayer, faithful witness, and acts of love that points to Christ. Join us in prayer for strength for the Church in Kyrgyzstan to remain faithful and wise under pressure. Justice, comfort and protection for the Uyghur people facing oppression in Xinjiang. The new road and railway to become channels not only for trade but also for gospel opportunities. Mission in Central Asia, that Christians worldwide would pray faithfully and support those bringing light to hard-to-reach places.